Welcome to the South Texas Amateur Tour Podcast, The Power Hour, with your hosts, Travis Salkowski, Dustin Hassan, Casey Graham, Jason Bird, and Michael Germanuelian. Good evening, South Texas Amateur Golf Tour. MD here. It is Wednesday, June 12th, 7:32 at night. I am located in my bed. Yes, I am on daddy duty. So homegirl is hanging out. So I am hanging out with her while mom is gone for the night at work. So let's talk. Tour Power Hour, Northern Hills 666 Roundup. A little bit of a Father's Day show to an extent. Got the roundup for Northern. Talk a little bit about what's coming up here this summer. We've got open events ready for registration. Already filling up quick. Not a surprise there. And we'll talk a little bit about that. But before we do any of that, let me go ahead and bring on my co-host for the evening while we are waiting for the other co-host, Travis Salkowski. Travis had some work done today and at the dentist, and his mouth was numb, took a nap, and fun fact, just never woke up. And Sabrina just woke him up now. So we will see Travis shortly. So before we do anything, let's go ahead and bring in my co-host, my partner for all team events on the trail, Mr. Brad Gilbert.
What's up, partner?
What's up, BG? How you doing, buddy boy?
Good. How you doing?
Man, it is Wednesday. I got to hit some golf balls today. Relatively quiet. We have Vegas on. I'm leaving for Vegas on Friday. You're coming in on Saturday. We've it's nothing but good stuff, dude.
Absolutely, man. Looking forward to that. And happy early Father's Day to you.
To you as well, my friend.
Appreciate it.
We already did our Father's Day kind of gifts this week. I was given basically we just updated my wardrobe for more dad life, girl dad kind of
Nice.
apparel.
Nice.
Shout out to Barstool Sports and Branded Bills. Lots of good stuff there. I know you're going to be in Vegas with me. I know the kids are going to Mexico. Are you guys going to do a Father's Day thing at some point this week, or are you going to wait till they come back?
Yeah, probably on Friday we're gonna hang out, spend a lot of time together. Just probably go out eating or something. So we're gonna do that on Friday for sure.
Right
Right
on,
now.
man. Nice.
Yeah, I'm actually in the car because my son, my soon-to-be eighth grader, is doing soccer tryouts. So so we're gonna be busy with that in the next couple of days, and then Friday we'll spend a lot of time together. Looking forward to that.
There's worse cars to get stuck inside of. You're chilling out
Yeah.
in the new Tesla.
Yeah, about 3 weeks old. Man, I love this thing.
Just sitting in there, you can watch TV on your big screen. You could probably, if they had a camera in there, you could probably do the show from the Tesla.
I'm telling you, I was trying to figure that out. I couldn't. I'm pretty sure you could, but I couldn't figure it out in time. So.
Oh my God, that's freaking cool. Well, shout out to Greg Graff. Shout out to JG Sherman, a couple of our Tour Travels friends out there watching. Hope you guys are doing well. Before we jump into anything else, I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors and our partners here on the trail. So first of all, a big shout out to the San Pedro Club Repair Studio, Ben and Alex there at San Pedro. Saw those boys this week. They did some club work for me. My new driver came in and they got it fixed up and it glued up for me.
Nice.
Go check them out. And
go.
There you go. I know Travis was getting a couple of grips. He had a couple of grips done yesterday with them. I missed him by about 20 minutes. I called him. I was like, hey, I'm just leaving Ben's shop. He's like, oh, I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. I was like, Son of a bitch.
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity. Shout out to Laura Lewis, the cake place, and more. If you guys didn't
Absolutely.
get a chance to see the cookies this weekend, I mean, those are just hand painted. Probably some of the best cookies I've seen her make. Just absolutely fantastic. So shout out to Laura Lewis, Cake Place and More. Give
Absolutely.
her a call. I have to reach out to her today or tomorrow, excuse me.
Can I?
Miss Emma is turning 4 in July, so
Exactly.
we got to get some cookies made for that.
Yeah,
Um,
and I had Laura make a an Oreo cake for my son's birthday not too long ago, a couple months ago, and it was the best cake I ever had in my life. It was
dude,
awesome.
she does such a good job. She made a cake for Cindy's birthday maybe a year ago, it might have been 2 years ago, and it was a big sushi roll.
Nice.
It was pretty
Nice.
cool. Like, it was awesome.
She is talented
She is, I mean, it's art. Say it all the time. It is just straight up artwork.
for sure.
Shout out to Cairo Services Group LLC. Our boy, our ambassador, Micah Carroll, the Land Improvement Services, a genius that he is. Give him a call for all of your improvement needs. And then, of course, GFL Global Fairway Logistics, Danny Puckett, for all of your videography needs. Give that man a call. He will get you squared away. He's been doing some great work. He was in Dallas, I think, with HEB this week. So he's running around. He's busy doing great work. Love everything that he does. So
And
shout out
somehow
to those guys.
and somehow he's managed to improve his golf game, man. He's getting good.
Dude, he's,
Playing some good
I
golf.
mean, I said it in the I said it on one of our Facebook posts. He's in my 3 for sleeper
Yeah.
picks for the team for the summer.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
Dude's just been playing really good golf, and of
Very good.
course, the tour could not do what it is doing this year without Shelby AC and Refrigeration.
hmm
Big shout out to David Falconer. Thank you for all of his support. Thank you for Shelby AC and Refrigeration for their support. Give these guys a call. We are hitting the summer months. Anything you need from an AC standpoint, whether it is doing some preventative maintenance, whether it's fixing some issues, whether it's doing a full-on replacement, whatever you guys need, give him a call. He will get you taken care of. Shelby AC and Refrigeration, thank you for everything that you are doing for the tour this season.
Absolutely.
All right, bud. Well, let's talk about Northern Hills. Obviously, you played Northern Hills this weekend. We had a good time. What were your thoughts on the course conditions?
Course conditions, it was Northern was almost back to typical Northern. The greens, the greens were much better than the last stroke play event that we played when it was
Yeah.
just sanded and aerated and everything. But I felt like if you hit a good putt, you can make putts on those greens. So, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh yeah. I mean, the only thing, like, a lot of us coming back from tour travels were playing golf courses that were lightning fast. The greens were pretty slow this weekend.
Yeah.
But that being said, we all know that is in service of protecting the greens and making sure that they don't die out. But the
Absolutely.
greens, I mean, greens were slow, but they rolled fast. Or excuse me, they rolled pure on the line that you were picking. Just a lot more grain than I think people were used to seeing. I mean, that ball was ripping hard,
Yeah,
right
absolutely.
and left at times, and those lag putts were tricky. We
Yeah.
we had some fun lag putts.
I hit some of the worst putts I've ever hit. Just go ahead and say it, my MD. Some of the worst putts you ever saw.
I mean, it's definitely not the worst putts I've ever seen. Like, I've been playing golf with Jason Bird and Travis for years. I've seen some really terrible putts. I think you had one really bad putt,
That was what
and
cost us. That was what cost us, man.
it didn't help.
It was about a 30-foot putt, and I blew it about 20 feet past. And you almost made the 20-footer coming back. So
that's the devil that is alt shot.
for sure.
14 definitely got us in a bad way, but it is fine. We had fun. I'm still happy with a second place finish. Casey and his partner Danny Lee played really friggin' solid. So congrats to them on their win. We'll jump into the winners as we go. But before we do
Absolutely.
anything else, we are being joined by Travis Elcast.
Jump into the winners as we go. But before we do anything else,
Hello, Travis.
There he is.
being joined by Travis Elcast.
Thanks.
What up, everybody? Sorry I wasn't quite ready to be here yet. I apologize. I'm running late. Give me just a minute, and I'll be back on full time.
Okay.
Good.
We're gonna pull him off. Let's. Stephen Evans here. Played Wednesday. The greens were terrible. Big improvement from Wednesday to Sunday. A little bit slow for Northern, but don't mind them on the slow side. I can't stand the slow side. There's nothing that drives me more insane than slow greens. But that being said.
Yeah, I agree, but it seems like slow greens is the only way that I can play Northern Hills good. Because my practice round on Friday, I was 4 under through 8. And then just whatever, I dropped the ball, whatever, and we won't talk about what I ended up shooting overall. But I was putting, especially that Friday and on Sunday during the tournament, I felt like I could make those putts. Like I said, I felt like I could see the line, I more or less could see the speed. But but when those greens are fast, I cannot play Northern Hills. I don't know what it is.
See, and I need them fast. The moment I have to start bringing my club back, like a little bump and run kind of shot.
Yeah.
Almost it feels like with a wedge.
Yeah.
But I have to do it with a putter. That's when I start running into trouble. Give me a line, let me pick my line, and then let me just gently glide it to where it needs to go. We will certainly. That's going to be our life this weekend in Vegas. Cascada's going to be running. Yeah, 14. It's going to be insanely fast.
Nice.
So we'll have fun there, but. Northern rolling a little bit slower than we would like to see. But scores were still really good. I was pretty impressed. Stephen Evans making his return to the tour, taking the spring season off partially, comes back with Jeremy Jaramillo, and they went on a freaking tear. You and I had the lead on the gross side for a while. And I feel like I stopped, we were 3 under, 4 under at one point. I stopped and played a couple of holes, and I looked up, and all of a sudden they're 7 under, and I'm like, good Lord.
Unbelievable.
But that's what happened when you're that good.
Exactly.
T-Sal, welcome back.
What up, everybody? Thank you. Sorry, running a little bit behind this evening, but we are here. How's it going, BG and MD?
What's up, Trav?
How are y'all? Sorry, it's crazy Wednesday for me. Sorry I missed the beginning of the show. Where are we at, y'all?
We are just talking about course conditions, talking about Northern a little bit. We're getting ready to dive into the scoreboard here and look at the winners. But Trav, love to get your impressions of Northern Hills for the 666. Obviously, from a tournament management side of things, maybe the best and fastest we've ever gotten a tournament scored. I felt like it was pretty solid.
Yeah, really good. If we're talking tournament operations at Northern Hills, what a better way to kick off the summer than at Northern Hills. There was tons of grass, which has been an issue in San Antonio across the board this year. Course conditions is always a topic, right? And 100% coverage on the greens. I thought they were all consistent. It's not like there was one green that was a 12 and the rest of them were 9s.
Yep.
They were all 8s, right?
For sure.
And I had this conversation with somebody on Monday. We were talking a little bit about this, and I said, let's protect the turf grass that we have, right? Consistent approach. Fairways were crisp. Lots of rough. Good collars.
We didn't play lift, clean, and place from all general areas. It was just fairway.
Fairway only.
Lifting break and place on bunkers.
Yes, which will be the theme for the summer season. And
great.
I thought I thought if we get those course conditions, if we mirror those course conditions that we had 2 days ago at Northern or 3 days ago at Northern, for the rest of the summer, nobody would bitch about anything for the next 4 months.
Well,
Yeah.
they'll still bitch, but
I will say
that
I will say real quick, the holes that they have cart path only right now, I think it's 11 and 17.
They
Those
were
fairways
awesome.
are looking sexy. Yeah,
They
those
were
look
awesome.
good.
And if you think back to Brack at the Masters, and they had a couple fairways roped off as well, right?
Yeah, for sure.
7 was roped off for a couple months, and then 7 unopened, and it was mint. It was good. It was the volume of play. Golf is still hot, and the course conditions will always be a topic when you're doing 250 rounds on a Tuesday. You know, but I'm really happy. Danny,
I'm surprised. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, listen, I was going to shout out to Danny and the maintenance staff at Northern Hills and Mike Champagne and the golf staff at Northern Hills. If every golf event could be like Northern Hills was this past event, from operational, from consistent course conditions, from a food and beverage perspective, from a driving range perspective, I thought it was operationally pretty doggone sweet.
I was surprised how many people commented that they liked moving to lift, clean, and place fairway only, because I know a lot of those people don't hit fairways. So I was very, very surprised by their like, oh, I thought it was a good decision. I'm like, I've seen you hit.
Listen, certainly it was one of the first times of the year where I went, okay, this is enough turf grass in the general area where we can do this.
You know where it screwed people up, though, and I know for sure it did, was around the greens in the rough, because everyone's used to laying their ball up on a good patch and not being in a position where they would have to, risk a bad shot.
100%.
Now the ball's sitting
that's a good
down.
point.
You got to try and figure out how to get underneath it.
Good point.
Pretty intense.
And maybe Northern Hills, as a little bit slower green speed, helped out there as well. When Northern Hills historically gets pretty glassy in the summer season, some of those shots become ultra tricky.
Yeah. I mean, I watched a couple of different groups that chipping around the greens all of a sudden became very difficult. Because they couldn't get that preferred lie. And I think some people were impacted by that. I don't think it's something people have been practicing. So hopefully this is a wake up for people. Go practice a 2/3 buried golf ball in the rough shot and get used to not getting clean shots around the greens.
100% yes. 100% yes. I think that is an accurate statement. The just missing the green and it's 6 inches into the rough outside the collar. I think you're exactly right. That's the difference maker.
Like it all of a sudden up and downs are going to look a lot trickier. Like we only really had one green that we didn't hit that kind of put us in a weird spot, and that would have been 17 in alt shot.
Oh yeah.
We had a shot there, pin, we were pin high on the right side past the bunker. Not a huge landing area to kind of go at, but with that ball being down, I even said to Brad, I was like, golly, I miss being able to just pick this ball up and know I could cut right underneath it and flop it straight up and not worry about dropping it on the hole. Didn't hit a terrible shot out of it.
Yeah,
he didn't hit a terrible shot, but it was. I mean, your 15 footer that you buried for birdie was, I mean, that kept us in it. But like, those wedge shots could be
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, those were. It was 25 feet, 30 feet.
Yeah, exactly. It was extremely long.
Yeah. But I mean, Northern Hills is always a fun event, always a fun place to be. The tournament continues. Every event there continues to be challenging. Everyone seems to have some difficulty out there in one way or another. Sorry. I am on daddy duty. Why don't you go play with that? I'll be right back. It's full on daddy duty. Let's talk about our winners from this weekend, T-Sal. Do you I have the winners queued up. I don't know if you want to run through them.
I have nothing up at all. So I have no scoreboard. Perfect. I have no preparation at all. I have nothing. So I will happily comment on photos. I can't talk about scores.
Okay, well then everyone bear with me as I pull these numbers. Let's start with Third Flight Net.
I will pull them up as well so we can discuss them.
So I don't think we had pictures of our Third Flight Net winners. Do not believe I have them pictured here. But that being said, Third Flight winning in a scorecard playoff. Let me verify that. I apologize. No, I do have them.
Yeah, we should have all of them.
I do have them. Jose Ruiz and Porter Edge coming in with the win. Let me find their picture real quick. I don't know if I have that one. I apologize. I don't think I have that picture.
You want me to text it to you real quick?
You know what? I do. Right there.
That is them. Yeah.
That's them. I apologize. There it is. That is beating out Dale Beavers and Tim White in scorecard playoff, shooting a net 7 under. Pretty damn good there. It's not easy to go out to Northern and play under par there, and especially in Third Flight, that course gets pretty challenging. Congrats to them on their win. Really, really strong. And then our winner on the gross side. Maybe I don't have that picture.
I've got it up as well. Winner on the gross side is Lázaro Gonzalez and Roger Murray. Roger wasn't there last, took the picture by himself with double cookies. I am locked and loaded and ready to participate now.
Yes, please do. I'm because not Salesforce, Jesus. Golf Genius. Thank you, Brad, for understanding that. Yep. Golf Genius is it just shows a T first for Jack Higginbotham and Lozano.
Important to note that Golf Genius for this format is not accurate at all. And
it is not accurate.
On the website, on the events result website, is where the official leaderboard is with point distribution. Golf Genius for the 666 format does not break it the way the trail division breaks gross and net. So it is a manual scoring event, which is what MD's comment was earlier. Was about that it takes the best of the minds of the tour to score this format in a timely manner. So yes, important to note that Golf Genius is not accurate, and those results are on the website standalone from Golf Genius. But the Golf Genius link is there, and the data is accurate. It just doesn't break it.
It just doesn't break it down to our winner.
Break it gross and net appropriately for what the trail division does on this format.
Yep. We'll shout out to our gross winners, Lazaro and Roger Murray. Shocking.
That was a scorecard playoff win on both sides. Which is Jose Ruiz and Porter Edge over Beavers and White. That's Masters champion Tim White, by the way. He signs his emails that way now, which is awesome.
That's cool.
And Lázaro Gonzalez and Roger Murray's scorecard playoff came over Andrew Lozano and Jack Higginbotham. So tight down the stretch in Third Flight.
All right, Trav, hit us with the second flight.
Second flight on the net side, 2-stroke victory by none other than Willie Nichols and Sam Braswell. Their two-stroke victory came over the second place team of Graf and Graf. Greg Graf checking in from the YouTube channel right now, watching live this evening. And his partner, Morgan Graf, took home second net. On the gross side, another scorecard playoff. Charles Klein and Ruben Ramirez falling victim to Dean Chavez and sweet swinging Lee Mull.
Who got his very first tour cookie.
Oh,
He was
man.
super excited. Yeah, that was awesome.
Victory cookies. Shout out to Laura Lewis and the Cake Place and More for this summer season kickoffs victory cookie. Tough to see in the photo here, but you can kind of see it. Lots of three-dimension.
Very easy to see.
That is a representation of hole number 1 green at Northern Hills in cookie three-dimensional format. Actually, some pretty cool stuff.
That's awesome.
Congratulations, Dean Chavez, Lee Mull, Sam Braswell, and Willie Nichols for your second flight victory cookies and bonus points. That brings us to first flight. We're halfway through. First flight.
Painful.
Yes.
Ugh.
Tired
Painful.
of these guys.
Jeremy Semlinger and Scotty Williams.
Good
That
stuff.
is 8
Scotty
under
Williams.
net. Jeremy Semlinger, Scott Williams, 8 under net. That's a 2-shot victory over Dan Burke, Ray Kang, and the rest of second flight on the net side.
Awesome.
And up on the gross side, the
This is
most
the painful part.
the most dominating victory of
Destroyed.
the afternoon at Northern Hills. Double D, Dennis Donowski, and Mark Kacheski with
Imagine that.
4-stroke win over second place, Greg Keogh, Kevin Keeney, who won a scorecard playoff over Baldo and Roger Kopke. So
And
Oh,
shout out to Keogh birdieing his last 3 holes to put them in contention.
oh, nice.
scorecard playoff. That's fantastic.
I mean, first flight is absolutely stacked. That is ridiculous.
They're not
First
totally
flight
stacked.
and second flight were only
I'm not there.
separated by 4 or 5 handicap strokes for the team.
I agree, Greg Graff.
There
Yeah.
you go.
100%.
I want some adjustments. I told Danowski, I'm like, your wins don't count when you do it in first flight, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't motivate him. Don't motivate him.
That is spring season champion and 2024 South Texas Match Play Challenge team member Danowski to the 3 of us.
Awesome.
I will not refer to him as that. I will refer him to. I'm not going to do that.
Moving up
But
on
congrats on your
flight
wins.
Absolutely.
from this past Sunday at Northern Hills.
This one hurts the worst.
I think it was fabulously close the whole day, and somewhere about noon, you looked up and Jeremy and Steven ripped off 5 in a row or whatever it was. Okay, cool. And then all of a sudden it was, okay, who's going to win the scorecard playoff for net? Oh, that was a
Who's
one-shot
fighting
lead.
for net?
Yep. And then it's where were the second place gift cards going to fall? And man,
I was stressed out about the second place ones because those were starting to get kind of funky, and there was a shit ton of ties,
Yeah.
and it was looking brutal for a second there. I told Brad, I was like, I think we're gonna get like third net right now. I'm like, the way the math looks, I'm like, we're in the worst spot possible right now.
Yeah. When most of the round we're talking about getting first gross, we're like, all right, we're in.
Like,
we're
we're
number
at
one.
4 under, we're
winning the
playing good.
tournament, and then you look at a couple scorecard playoffs, and it's like, oh crap, I'm 60, 70 points down the list all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But again, I think while it was different than the normal good course conditions we get at Northern Hills, I thought it was awesome. And on the net side, to be 10 under Shout out to our very own ambassador, Casey Graham, and his partner, Danny Lee, for their net victory cookie in Champ Flight. It's tough. It's tough to win in Champ Flight. I mean, it is tough. Alex Zertucci and Ben Carricker came in second net, followed by the rest of the field net, separated by 2 strokes only. And then up on the gross side, the aforementioned Jeremy Jaramillo and Steven Evans, the only team in the entire 132-person field to shoot under par in all 3 formats gross.
That's
solid.
We almost did it, Brad.
Yeah, we almost did it.
We were even on the alt shot. We were under on everything else.
Yeah, and that's the difference, right? And
Yeah. Well, I mean, shit. We weren't going to shoot 5 under alt shot. So,
is that what they did? 5 under alt shot?
No, but I mean, the 5 strokes had to
surprised.
come from somewhere.
Yeah,
and
5 strokes had to come from somewhere.
Yeah,
those
sure.
dudes are those guys are friggin' sticks, and they hit the ball 2,000 miles. And I mean, golly, it's tough to.
They played the alt shot at 2 under, and just the best ball on holes 1 through 6 at 1 under par. So 50% better on the alt shot for Steven and Harmony. It's fantastic playing.
Goodness.
Congratulations to
That's
our
awesome.
victory cookie winners. Point standings are updated online. I'm sure that's what we're going to talk about next. But important to remember, always important to remember to look past the Golf Genius leaderboard, always to the website in the 666 format.
Yeah, and point standings don't have an updated top 10. If you won this week on net, on the gross side, you're in the top 10.
And I will.
And then there's a shit ton of people tied for second who won in net. So
there's 8 people that won gross, and there's 8 people that won net. So that's your top 10 is 8 people are T1 and 8 people are T9.
Yeah,
that's the top 10. Those
I want 8 people T1 going into the playoffs.
8 people T1.
8 spots taken
That's
at
crazy.
the summer season.
1 first, second, and then 6 people T3. That's what you're rooting for?
Yes.
That would eliminate the wild card position.
It would eliminate the need for the playoffs.
That would eliminate the wild card position and 5 spots from the top 7.
That's crazy.
That would ruin people's day.
I think that would be amazing. That would be the awesomest summer
The
season.
the playoff field would be like 30% of the normal number.
So
I disagree with that statement, but I think it would be fascinating. I would root for that. I mean, that would be great.
It'd be crazy.
Those meetings are up online. That is currently tied for first place in the point standings. Dean Chavez, Dennis Donowski with a chance to go 1-1 right now. Steven Evans, Lázaro Gonzalez, Jeremy Jaramillo, Mark Kacheski, Lee Mull, and Roger Murray are your current tied for first place in the summer season Alamo City Golf Trail division of the South Texas Amateur Golf Tour.
And with that being said, and I say this all the time, team events are great to go earn some points and to get yourself in a good position. Stroke play events are where you earn the right to make the team and earn the right to be champion on the tour. So we have summer event 2 open for registration right now. That is stroke play at Mission del Lago, June 23rd, 8 a.m. tee times. Start working on getting signed up for that. Head to stxamtour.golf, get registered for that. We do also have summer event 3 open as well, Riverside stroke play event. That's going to be awesome as well. Are we anticipating to still be walking July 13th?
That is a negative. That is a negative.
I'll be walking.
This is kind of one of
Freaking psycho.
our unofficial scheduling quirks on the South Texas Amateur Golf Tour. It is very common for the tour scheduling committee to do a Mission Del Lago back-to-back with Riverside because they like the marketing behind the Summer Sizzlin' South Side Swing.
Sizzling Southside Swing.
But yes, both events, 2 and 3, open for registration on the South Texas Amateur Golf Tour website. A huge flurry of Mission Del Lago registrants in the last 3 days, from the end of the shotgun at Northern Hills until today. I will check those numbers here quickly. Hopefully I can do it while we're on the air to let everybody know how many are left, how many spots are left, but I don't think it's a lot for Mission Del
Less than
Lago.
50. I think we were at 70 something earlier today.
Yeah, I think it's less than 20 spots left 2 weeks out. And then Riverside on the 13th is forecasted to have golf carts. Yes.
Perfect.
And the entry fee online reflects having golf carts at Riverside. So dramatic return to Riverside with golf carts. We'll curious to see how Riverside plays out.
Special news bulletin. Double G Greg Graff is confirmed for Mission Del Lago stroke play, which is great. Lord knows he needs, the points and
Exactly.
playing the senior tees and taking advantage of that.
That is currently on the team member, Greg Graff, to you as well, sir.
Oh, that's right. He's a team member. That's
Surprise,
just better than
surprise.
everybody.
Yes.
Surprise.
Yes, that's a good graphic. I want to make sure we get that graphic up on the website and the Facebook page for next week. The team qualifiers thus far.
Yes, we will need to do that.
But yes,
we
the
also have
summer sizzling Southside swing open for registration right now.
God, I remember when we came up with that a couple of years ago, and that was a tongue twister. I wonder if I still have that graphic somewhere. I know I have the sticker is on one of the cabinets in my garage.
Yeah.
I still have that. But we also have some stuff coming up for the Hill Country division. So, well, this is the trail. That's the wrong one.
Yes, 2 events currently open on the Greater Hill Country division. Up next at the end of this month, open for registration. Valor Creek, the tour travel.
Valor.
Tour travels.
The tour's heading to Valor.
The tour travels to Valor Creek on June the 29th. Open for registration for the first ever
The tour
Greater Hill
travels.
Country
to
event at Valor. Double points, open for registration. Also open for registration is the rescheduled event. Maybe the
Event number
coolest
2
format ever. The Fort Sam 36-hole team 9999. Open for registration. That event is now on July 7th. So 2 events open on the Alamo City Golf Trail division, 2 events open on the Greater Hill Country division. We have an off week this coming week, and then we go Mission, Valor, Fort Sam, Riverside.
like 5 weeks, 6 weeks straight of golf.
It is. It's a big number. I was running over dates with Sabrina just before, and we have a family summer vacation at the end of July. That is officially our next weekend off. Traveling with my family is not an off weekend for me. So
I am parenting in another state.
I am not counting that. So the next off weekend on tour after this coming weekend, Father's Day weekend, is Labor Day for me.
And happy early Father's Day,
Yeah, happy
Travis.
early
You are a
Father's Day.
parent.
I am. I use that term loosely sometimes, I think.
All
But-
three dads on screen here, excited for Father's Day and planning to be nowhere near our children for Father's Day.
I think that is phenomenal. Everybody on the screen right now is taking a little ambassador jaunt to Las Vegas
Jaunt.
for the evening. A couple rounds of golf in Las Vegas this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I agree, Greg.
Don't you see her like every day?
Yeah, that'd be the only
Yeah.
day.
That would be an interesting dynamic for an off weekend. Grown children versus children in the house and how you handle Father's Day. What an interesting topic that would be.
Yeah, that's.
Hmm.
I mean, it doesn't get. I mean, I assume it's easier, but like, I mean, this is pretty easy. Emma D, you say hi.
And mine
Well, I
are
mean-
14, 13, and 12, so they just kind of, they don't even want me to be around most of the time.
Kaylin is in 6th grade this year, and it's still okay to hang out and talk to, but you could definitely tell that we're getting close to the dad. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
I'm already there. I had the two things that Emma did to me this week. She did this. She went when I was playing with one of her toys, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Where did you learn that?" And then it's the I made like a joke. I said, "She's like, I'm hungry." I'm like, "Oh, hi, hungry. I'm Dad." Like, because I just love that. And she goes like, "Oh my god," and walks away. And I'm like,
That's hilarious.
"You're 4. We don't have orange juice. Leave me alone." I'll work on it. So it's
Well, I'll tell
Willie
you,
Nichols playing a 9-hole family scramble with the boys on Father's Day. Got to train for the future foursome, dude. You need to start just building up your. I mean, that's just building up your bench for the tour
Oh yes,
2-person events.
yes.
Mhm.
As the children grow up, you could pick and choose who to play partner events with, right?
I mean, I've been watching Brad's kid hitting golf balls. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna get tossed out as his partner here pretty soon too. At this rate,
You know who other kid who has a good swing that I've seen on Facebook recently is Jeremy Semlinger's kid.
Jeremy
Oh, yeah,
Semlinger
for
That's
sure.
a pretty good
He's
golf swing.
really
I've
solid.
seen it on Facebook a couple times to the point where it's like,
Yeah.
huh, that's pretty attractive.
I wish my swing was like that.
I look at it and I'm like, that swing came from that dad.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, way to overcome an obstacle, kid.
I 100%
He outsourced the lessons for
no
sure.
passive aggressive for me at all live on the air tonight.
No,
Um,
Jeremy knows we love him. Jeremy knows we love him.
Jeremy knows. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll tell you, MD. She, they grow up fast. She might get as big as this kid, this grown man, here soon. That's my 13-year-old.
I mean, dude, I'm not even remotely ready for that.
You go girl, boy, girl. What do you got?
Girl, boy, boy. The oldest
Girl,
is a
boy,
girl,
boy.
thankfully. Yep, and then 2 boys.
just one.
She's
just
not
one
from
for
your
me
gene
and
pool.
MD, you know?
Joe Caruso. Yeah, one and done. I'm never gonna have another. Take that back. If Cindy were to get pregnant, great. But she asked me the other day. She's like, "Do you want any other kids?" I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, I'm one kid away from having my golf life ruined. You think I'm gonna risk that?
Yeah, I'm 3 and done. That's for sure. 3 and done.
Yes. I as well. I feel like I'm the senior aged person on the screen right now. So I am
Slightly.
absolutely
Far
done
off.
those. Yes.
Well, you two are definitely done. Like, I feel like, unless you're Keo, Like, you guys, neither one of you should have kids under 12 years old.
Oh, oh wow.
Sorry, Keo. I love you.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
I love Ellie. She's hilarious. But aside from that,
Happy Father's Day, Greg Keogh, and fathers
Father's
out
Day.
there everywhere on tour.
Absolutely.
That's going to wrap up our segment on Father's Day for sure.
let's play the game. Who's the oldest dad on tour? Who's the oldest dad with the youngest kid on tour? And we'll play that game and bum people out. But lots going on around the tour. We got a lot of events open for registration. Make sure to go to stxandtour.golf, get registered for that. We've got a lot going on around the tour. It's going to be a lot of golf. Summer season is here. It is hot as all get out. Get your suntan lotions. Get your liquid IVs. Start drinking 2 days in advance and getting prepped and hydrated.
Yes.
I mean, this
prep.
it's not going to get easier.
Prep for the heat. It is going to be a hot and sunny South Texas summer.
I told you earlier this week, Trav. I'm like, I partially think me winning the summer season last year was strictly just I was so hydrated.
Yes.
Like,
the prep.
I was just chugging liquid IV.
That you displayed on tour last year was awesome, and
Cooling towels.
yes,
I mean,
attention to the weather forecasts. Plan accordingly. It sounds super cliche to say, but you can't drink enough water. You can't.
Absolutely.
You can't hydrate yourself enough in a South Texas golf environment, in a play at your own risk because it's hot outside environment, right?
and the soda doesn't help. Red Bull doesn't help. Beer is not good for you to be drinking on hot days. That's why I like to offset. I do 2 liquid IV bottles to every one Gatorade or 1 Red Bull I drink, to mix it up and make sure that I stay somewhat hydrated. Because the worst thing that happens is you walk into a bathroom and then say to yourself, "Oh, I'm dehydrated extremely."
Yes, 100%. Yes, and walking is a great way to manage tournament pace of play. Right? I'll never discourage walking, but if you're going to walk, especially in the summer, plan accordingly. Don't wear
Get
pants.
an umbrella.
Don't wear
Get the
black.
UV umbrella.
Get a UV umbrella. Almost all golf umbrellas now come SPF something, right?
Go on Amazon. Go get a freaking Mister.
Yes,
Or,
I saw
get a-
tons of Misters at Northern Hills rigged up in the golf carts. I saw some.
Ben has a really cool Mister that he was using.
Yes, a small
Carricker
battery rechargeable fan just to move the air around your face when in the golf cart. Things like that. Plan accordingly. Take it seriously. You elite. You guys are elite amateur golfers, right? And that. Don't wear pants. Yes, from a competitor perspective, when playing in 100 plus,
Not wearing
degrees,
pants would certainly be would be challenging for me to play against someone not wearing pants.
Yes, don't wear.
There's
pants.
a mental edge there that you have.
Don't wear pants.
That's how you establish dominance at a golf course. Don't wear pants.
Again, I'm sorry. I wish
competitive.
my internet in the country was strong enough to not lag my video right now, so everyone could see that I am 100% stone cold serious as the director of the tour, who's responsible for the liability and the safety and the well-being of all golfers playing. Take the heat seriously.
You know how when you go to a beach,
don't wear pants, wear shorts. I will.
You know how when you go to the beach, they have like different color flags to signal like the level of like danger or like whatever. If you see Casey Graham wearing pants, wearing shorts, that should be your red flag that it's too hot to wear pants.
Yeah, and he wore shorts this past weekend at Northern Hills as well. So
Travis texting me saying I'm wearing shorts this weekend. Let me know how serious the heat was.
Yeah, so yeah, I definitely
that's
I
how
definitely sent that text message to MD coming up for this weekend. But yes, plan accordingly. The heat in South Texas is no joke. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Good snacks with you. Almonds, bananas, fruits, and vegetables. Plan accordingly.
For
The
sure.
longevity of your energy level on the golf course directly contributes to winning the summer season. It's a direct quote, Mike Dermanuelian, 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, that's right. Looking forward to making my glorious return
Uncrustables
to.
are in the category of good snacks. Yes.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. Don't worry, Greg Graff. I would. Yeah, I mean, have you ever had a deep fried Uncrustable?
Negative. Have you?
Go do that.
Oh wow.
Go work on a deep
Interesting.
fried Uncrustable. That is not good for golf, but
I think it's good for most things.
I mean, we're gonna be all technical.
Might taste
about it.
good though.
Oh, the video
Does
came
taste
back
good.
on. No, it's still lagging really terrible. Okay.
Yeah, you're.
I don't
lagging.
mean I don't mean to
Um,
make light of it, Travis, but when you said the video was lagging, you hate that people couldn't see, and we were talking about not wearing pants. I thought you were gonna say that you were not wearing pants, and you hated that people couldn't see it.
No, I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants. Tough to see,
Oh,
but I'm wearing pants.
There we go.
Yeah,
Look at that dump truck.
got a little junk in the trunk back there. You know, it's okay. It's all right. It's Father's Day. I'm popping it around. You know, it's okay.
Showing off. All right.
Yep. Well, guys, that's all I have for tonight. Pretty easy. We managed to be on the air for 53 minutes. Went by quick. Northern Hills, go on the stxamtour.golf page. Go to click on the results for Northern Hills 666. Check out those results. Check out our closest to the pin winners, sponsored by Ben and Alex at the Club Repair Studio. Shout out to those guys. We have open events on both the tour, the trail division and Greater Hill Country division. We've got lots going on, lots of golf being played here starting next weekend, and I mean those point standings are going to change pretty quick. And before you know it, we're gonna be staring down the barrel of the last half of the summer, and it's gonna be a battle to the playoffs. So lots of good stuff to come, guys. But thank you everyone so much for hanging out with us tonight. Final thoughts, Bradley. Final thoughts, Travis Olkowski.
Man, I'm just looking forward to the summer season. I will say that on the question on the Facebook page about who is everybody thought was going to be top three, I called Tim White, Dale Beavers, and Lazaro, and they all got gift cards. So they're coming in hot. So, yeah. So, happy for Father's Day, everybody. That's all for me.
Well,
There you go.
absolutely echo that sentiment. Happy Father's Day to all the dads on tour. Happy Father's Day to the families who have to deal with it being Father's Day. And ready for the summer stretch on tour. Before you know it, you're exactly right. Before you know it, it is going to be the middle of August, and we're talking about playoffs and who we think is going to make the team and all of that good stuff coming down the stretch. 4 events open for registration, 2 on the trail division, 2 on the Greater Hill Country division. Prepare for the hot weather. It is South Texas in the greater San Antonio area. Prepare for the weather, and good luck. Low scores. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Happy Father's Day, MD. Happy Father's Day, Brad Gilbert. I will see both of you Saturday morning in Las Vegas on the way to Coyote Springs, and a quick 26-hour trip to Las Vegas, which is just the right amount of time to be in that city.
Yep.
I mean, I'm flying in Friday night. I'm gonna sit at the casino till 8 a.m. and then one of you guys come get me and pick me up and drag me to the golf course and we'll play some golf. And then I'll go back to the casino for another 12 hours. And, it's going to be great. I love it.
So we're
Well,
playing
I
for
love
money,
it.
right, Trev?
Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. We love you guys. I love the two of you on the screen. I love the rest of the ambassadors. Shout out to our partners and our sponsors, all of the 2023 extra participants, David Falconer, Shelby AC and Refrigeration, Laura Lewis, the Cake Place and More, providers of our amazing victory cookies, Ben Carricker and Alex Zertucci at the San Pedro Club Repair Studio, the golf shop at San Pedro. Those guys are awesome. Danny Puckett and Global Fairway Logistics for all of your videography needs and anything that has to do with golf marketing and logistics. Danny Puckett is your guy. And of course, fellow ambassador Micah Carroll. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Micah Carroll and the owner-operator of Cairo Services Land Improvement. Anything you need for your property, Micah is your guy. Everybody, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Brad and MD, thank you for joining us tonight. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Emma, can you say Happy
Thanks for
Father's
having
Day,
me.
everybody?
Happy Father's Day.
Say Happy Father's Day? No? Okay. Happy Father's Day, everyone. We will see you guys next Wednesday. We will see you guys next Wednesday on the Tour Power Hour. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a good night. You say bye?
Bye. Thanks for
Bye,
watching.
Good night,
guys.
everyone.